Hey there, thanks for tuning in to Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and tomorrow, December 11th, LEGO Ninjago is coming to Fortnite. Not just LEGO mode, but also Battle Royale. That's right, we are going to be getting official skins featuring actual skin tones of all of the main ninja, which is so exciting, and I cannot wait for that update. But to celebrate that update, LEGO has designed some brand new suits for the original 4 ninja, Kai, Jay, Zayn, and Cole, and just featured them in a trailer for LEGO Fortnite Ninjago. And as soon as that trailer dropped, so many people were wondering, how do we get these minifigures physically? Well, as a part of a surprise release tomorrow, there's actually an official way to get these physically, but stock is going to be limited, and once these are gone, they will never come back, and it will be almost impossible to obtain them. So let's jump into just how you're going to be able to get your hands on these exclusive LEGO Ninjago suits, as well as a host of other exclusive Ninjago minifigure torsos coming tomorrow, and even more surprises along the way. Alright, this is just a very quick news announcement that I wanted to get out there because LEGO just finished up a live stream on their official YouTube channel celebrating the Ninjago releases to Fortnite coming tomorrow. I may or may not be hopping on somebody's stream. You might have to have your mind tuned in to a certain YouTube channel tomorrow for the LEGO Ninjago Fortnite releases, but to celebrate that, they just announced that also dropping tomorrow at the LEGO Minifigure Factory, there will be exclusive LEGO Ninjago minifigure designs, including all 4 of the original ninja in their Fortnite outfits. So you can actually get these minifigures in physical form, which is awesome. It is really cool to see LEGO do this with the game synergy here. I honestly thought that we would be getting these as actual minifigures in regular Fortnite sets, but having a print that you can do with the minifigure factory is definitely better than nothing. If you're not aware of what the minifigure factory is or how it works, essentially a lot of flagship LEGO stores, like the one in New York or one in Denmark or London, they have these stations where you can print your own designs on LEGO minifigure torsos. And you can either customize your own designs or use a variety of preset patterns they have available for the factory. For the first few years of its operation, they mostly had just location-specific exclusives, and then a couple of seasonal exclusives here and there, but nothing really tying into actual LEGO themes. That all changed about a couple years ago around this time, when LEGO Fortnite first debuted, and they actually launched a series of Fortnite exclusive torsos at the minifigure factory, which was really cool and a little bit unprecedented for its time to actually see us get Fortnite exclusive minifigure factory torsos tied to one particular LEGO theme before any of the LEGO Fortnite sets even released. And from there, it was off to the races, but specifically in 2025, they have done a ton of exclusive torsos, the likes of which we haven't really seen almost ever before. They've had tie-ins for almost all of the major releases this year. Transformers, The Goonies, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the LEGO Ideas minifigure factory, even Ninjago had exclusive minifigure torsos, and I actually made a video about these Ninjago minifigures, but unfortunately, by the time I made the video, they were already pretty much gone. You see, the way that this works is that LEGO basically only has the availability for you to download and print these exclusive torsos for a very limited window. And as soon as that window is up, your luck is basically out. You do not have the chance to get these ever again, and because of the nature of how they work, there isn't really any sort of option to get them on the secondhand aftermarket because nobody's really selling these secondhand because you have to actually go through the effort to have them printed. That's why these are super rare and very hard to come by, and especially when one release is over, that's basically it. Now, they have done a ton of Ninjago torsos already. There are so many different unique designs they made this year for Monstrosity and Dragons Rising Season 3 Part 1 and 2, but these to me are some of the coolest ones yet because they actually are reflecting the Ninjago Fortnite minifigure designs as seen in both Fortnite Odyssey in the trailer revealed, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, as well as in the actual Battle Royale mode where, yes, we are getting official skins of the ninja, which is absolutely insane for me to think about, and I personally cannot wait to see those come out, because having the ninja in human designs officially through LEGO is absolutely wild. So for a quick rundown of the available minifigure factory torsos, you have Kai, Jay, Zane, and Cole. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Jay's. They focused on it a lot in the trailer, but it almost looks like a casual outfit. It's meant to look like a hoodie, and I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what the Battle Royale skin looks like, but I don't know, I'm not super sold on Jay's, but for the rest of them, I actually do think they're quite nicely done. And Zane's is my favorite. It kind of looks like that canceled or preliminary design for Digi Zane that the Blue Ocean Ninjago trading cards put out. Obviously he has like a half mask and hair, but it does sort of resemble that torso or what it was supposed to look like, which I think is really cool, and it works the best because minifigure torso figures are only printed on white torsos. So Zane's is the only one that actually is on the white torso that it's supposed to be. So I think Zane's easily looks the best, and then the other ones are of varying degrees of okay. I definitely feel like the white torsos are throwing me off a little bit, but the good thing is that when you get these, you can always swap out the arms for the color of arms that make more sense. They are just using pre-existing Ninjago minifigure legs for the characters, which I think works out okay. Again, personally, I would have loved to see these suits actually appear in LEGO Fortnite sets, fully detailed with arm printing or dual molding, but if this is all we can get, I'm fairly happy that at least we are getting them as items. However, those are not the only ones. They also have a series of other Ninjago-themed minifigure factory torsos, which honestly are a little less interesting than the Fortnite suits, but I think it is still cool to focus on. They have the Source Dragon of motion, energy, and focus icons being used, as well as the dragon emblems for the Source Dragons of focus, motion, and life. We also have these symbols for Zane, Nia, and Jay. Kind of a random selection there, but I don't know why they chose those three specific ones, but those are the symbols available. And otherwise, that is pretty much what you're going to get for this wave of exclusive LEGO Ninjago minifigure factory symbols. I definitely do feel like the most exciting ones are obviously the Fortnite suits, as well as honestly the Woo Crew symbol. That was a crazy one to see pop up because the Woo Crew hasn't been referenced since like 2016 and 17 before the Ninjago movie hit, so I'm really excited about those ones, and I really love that LEGO is doing more branded minifigure factory choices. I'm sure that with the 15th anniversary next year, we haven't seen the last of minifigure factory torsos, and just imagine this, how cool would it be to get torsos through minifigure factory for characters that maybe don't make sense to be included in sets, but totally make sense for you to get as a separate minifigure factory torso. I think that would be really special to get like side characters, or maybe other members of the Elemental Alliance in the minifigure factory. Fingers crossed, we'll have to wait and see, but it is a nice way to get minifigure designs that we wouldn't otherwise get in any other LEGO set. I do think that unfortunately, obviously, our chances of actually getting the Ninjago Ninja Fortnite suits in LEGO Fortnite sets have basically gone to zero at this point, now that we know that they are arriving in the minifigure factory. Personally, I was hoping that, again, they would appear in some of the sets, but again, it is good to get them at all, so alas, I don't think we're actually ever going to be getting Digi Zane as a minifigure, as I was hoping we would get in LEGO Fortnite, especially with the rumors that his skin is going to look like Zane in his Digi outfit, but this is close enough, and honestly, the torso is pretty close to Digi Zane, so it is kind of crazy to see that. Altogether, hope you enjoyed this quick look and showcase of some of the new exclusive components coming to Minifigure Factory, and as one special add-on bonus, there's not just the Minifigure Factory torso elements available, but they also are doing an exclusive promotion with LEGO Pick-a-Brick, where you actually have the option to purchase these large-scale J nunchuck elements in Pick-a-Brick to use as a decorative piece on your desk, and the way it will work is that it will appear online on certain LEGO web pages. I don't exactly know what pages it will be on yet. They've done a couple things like this before, but you basically just click one button, all of the pieces to build this are added to your cart, and the instructions can be found online digitally, and they said this is also dropping tomorrow on December 11th alongside the LEGO Fortnite releases, which I'm very excited for. Thanks to Sean aka Bricks by Mind, we now know that 4 a.m. Eastern time, we will have the LEGO Fortnite update with the LEGO Pass featuring Kai, and the rest of the skins will come to the shop at 7 p.m. Eastern on December 11th. As far as the minifigure factory drops and the J Nunchuck drops, I have absolutely no idea when they are actually going to arrive, but I'm very excited to see them, and I cannot wait to actually be able to get all of these really cool LEGO promotional tie-ins celebrating the LEGO Fortnite update. We're just getting all these at once, and if we are getting these at the same time just for the LEGO Fortnite update, imagine the kinds of craziness we have in store for us for the anniversary next year. That's all for this video. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on picking any of these up, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming your way very soon. Bye for now.